I'm in a city with over 500 garage sales. Now normally there might be 50 or 100 on a busy day of garage sailing. So today I'm gonna go out, hit as many garage sales as I possibly can in search of good deals on video games, Pokemon cards, and more. And if the garage sales don't pan out, I may need to go to a flea market where I hear there's a lot of video games for sure. So we get right to it, and today I'm joined by a friend, Joel from Media Glitch. He's an avid gamer, so hopefully between the two of us, we can find some good games today.
Some DS games.
There you go, there you go. There's nothing really at this first sale, but regardless, we always ask for games at every garage sale. Some of my best finds at garage sales have been from asking for what I'm looking for and then bringing it out of the basement out to the sale. It works so well, we've dubbed it the power of the ask.
All right. I'm gonna go for the sports card ask.
Okay.
Do you have any sports cards or anything like that?
Now at the next sale, my friend Thane found a game not really worth anything, but inside the case, he actually found a good game, and that's Wii Sports.
Always check.
It's a fun, high-demand, fast-selling game that I'm always looking out for, and for $2, no holler. Got some games, good prices. Can't believe these are still out here. Making deals on any of the games at this point. 3 for $5. I got $2 a piece. Good with that? All right, I got 6, so I'll do $10. You guys got any, like the consoles? PS4, Xbox consoles, or?
You want to work on your
Pilates? You never know.
Get those glutes in action.
This might be more my speed. You guys got the Wii system, or?
No, we sold that already.
Did you? Okay. How about older Nintendo, other stuff?
Older Nintendo.
Oh, is there?
Is there?
Cobra Triangle.
Who'd have thunk it? Cobra Triangle, yeah. I like that old, just not that game in particular. I'll take this one at least. All right, well, we got games. We actually got games the last 2 sales. So we got 6 PS4 games for $10, including 3 of them being NASCAR, so that was a good score. And then 2 Wii games, why not, for $1. They're super clean and complete. I'll take them for that. So we went to another sale, and there clearly wasn't anything video game related. And if that's ever the case, I think it's still worth using the power of the ask to see if they have games. Hey, video games this year? A couple there?
That's all that's left right there.
Okay. No old Nintendo or Game Boy. I like it. Did we get a PS2 from here a few years ago, maybe? Yeah. I remember that was in a briefcase or something, I think. So none others laying in the basement, or no Pokemon cards, sports cards?
Yeah, a few Pokemon cards, but I'm
Oh
deciding
my
to get rid
god,
of
we
them.
have Pokemon cards like you would not.
The old ones or the newer ones? Or I'll be real honest with you. I'll tell you what they're worth and make an offer if you want to bring them up. I don't know what you guys hunt for, but you never know what somebody might bring out from the inside of the house if you just ask for it.
These are just baseball cards.
Oh, the baseball cards? I'll still check them out. I like sports cards too. Unfortunately, the Pokemon were all gone. But when I'm looking for sports cards, the main things that I target, rules of thumb, 70s or earlier tends to be cards that are gonna be more valuable, the old stuff, and then 2000s or newer. Those middle, like those 80s and 90s cards, most of them are from the junk wax era of the late 80s, early 90s, which are mostly baseball cards that just were mass produced. So I stay far away from those. In this case, most of the cards in this binder are from the junk wax era. That being said, there is basketball, and basketball is the exception to the rule. Anything basketball, I'm intrigued and interested because you could have some nice Michael Jordan inserts or valuable cards of his. It doesn't look like anything I need. Yeah. I appreciate you grabbing it. We went to a few more sales and just kept striking out even when using the power of the ask. The reason we're able to find so many great scores is because we get dozens and dozens of no's along the way. So don't get discouraged if you go out to some sales and don't find anything, even with the power of the ask. You may just need to hit even more sales early in the morning. Look at these, how about these? That's what I'm talking about.
Mad Magazine, dude. Heck yeah, son of Mad.
Look at that, Dragon. How much are the books? 25. You tell me what you think and I'll say if I like it or... So I was gonna say $10. I will take them for that. How about old video games? You got anything like that?
No.
Old Nintendo or...
Crap loads of Star Wars stuff this morning.
Did you? Now this is a perfect time to maybe ask for categories and things that are related in adjacent categories. Like Transformers, G.I. Joes in this case, very closely related to Star Wars figures, and that type of person might have more or similar things like that. So you don't have He-Man or Transformers or other old action figures?
No.
All right, we had to get something. Got some interesting books. He said he couldn't sell them on eBay. I bet you I can. Some of these books are actually selling individually on eBay for $10 to $15. Now, I don't really want to list them individually for that, so this might be an instance where I lot them all up, start the bid at $100, and just see what happens. So later I'm at Taco Bell, and while I'm there, I do a Facebook Marketplace buy. Anytime I go garage sailing in another city, I always check Facebook to see if there's any listings for games so I can do an easy pickup. Here I got a DSi and a bunch of games with some pretty solid titles, including a notable one made by Atlas, and some other classic Mario games. I paid $90 for the entire bundle, and it should be worth a pretty easy $180. So after our healthy choice of Taco Bell for lunch, we're back to garage sales. And they actually have some major stuff that we're looking for. New cards. Only problem is they were charging full retail for it all, and that's not really what we come to garage sales for. When you see newer high demand stuff at a garage sale and the seller is asking full retail price, honestly it's usually a sign that you're not gonna be able to really get any deals at that sale. But even with all that considered, you just never know what the power of the ask can do for you. You guys got any old video game stuff? No. Nintendo or anything? Okay. They said they had nothing else, but then they weirdly pointed us in the direction across the street to this kid that apparently had some Pokemon cards for sale. Is this where the Pokemon cards are? But thankfully as we got there, some of her family came over and we looked through the Pokemon binder, but that brought some problems of its own.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite honest with them selling these unless you get your mom and dad to come out here, because I know you have some of these that are worth a lot of money and we don't know the exact amount.
So I'm looking through these cards and they mentioned that they probably don't want to sell them, which is fine because honestly there's just a lot of modern low value Pokemon cards in these binders.
If you know an exact amount on one and you want to bargain for it, go ahead.
There was one card that had some value, but in general most people are under the impression that their Pokemon cards are worth much more than they are in reality. For example, this kid had a Gyarados card that it is worth about $20 raw and even $100 in a PSA 10, but he wanted $300 for it raw. I guess I probably would pass, but it's cool to see him. And I just didn't have the heart to tell him. How much for the games?
I'll do 85 for the Game Boy. I'll do 40 or 45 for the 64.
The N64 with everything there, the game?
Yes, sir.
How about $25 for it?
Couldn't do 25.
What do you think?
I'm interested at 35.
35?
I'm interested at 35.
How about 30?
32.
All right, 32. 32.
You got it. We're one in the same way. I do 32.
That's good. That's good.
Look, they may want to get, where the GoPro at?
We finally got some games. It's been a while. We got some games, N64 with good old racing, San Francisco Rush. No first party controllers, but for 32 bucks.
And he wanted, what,
85 for the Game Boy
85 for
Color.
the Game Boy.
And he said 40 for this, and I was like, okay, we can work with this, but the Game Boy is, I don't know. Finally, with some video game buys under our belt, it's time to leave the garage sales and go to that flea market that supposedly has retro games. All right, this is my kind of place. We just rolled up. Outdoor flea market. This dude has tons of video games. We're gonna try to make some deals. I see some N64 over there. Now there are a ton of games here, but a lot of shovelware, meaning games worth only a couple bucks each. But for everything else, I'm checking to see if they're authentic and in good condition to see if they're worth buying. What do you guys think? Real or fake? Would you do 35 for the pair?
I would do 40.
That works. I quickly agreed to this guy's offer because one, it's fair, and two, I want to make a lot more deals with him, so if we can have a good agreement to start, maybe I'll be able to get better deals down the line. 35?
Yeah.
So I got 75, I'll keep on adding them as we go.
If you lose track, just keep adding numbers.
Yeah, we'll do it. But this guy's great. I met him last year at the same flea market sale, and his negotiation style is different, but it always makes me laugh. He always gets the final say, or even just has to add a single dollar just to win. $5 a piece.
Is that what you say?
But I get it, and I respect it. Another 12, I'll add it. 40 for both. Look at that. Classic Turtles. This guy's got everything. I'm always interested in Game Boys. One, because they're awesome, they're nostalgic. Two, they sell really quick. Three, they're easy to test and clean, but they have to be in excellent condition to be able to get the prices I'm looking for. In this case, they weren't quite there. Might see what he'll do on this one. There's some PS2 games here. They're all kind of priced at like $5. Definitely some pretty solid titles, nothing crazy. I think Joel got most of the good ones.
Sorry.
No,
I'm sorry, man.
it's all good. I'm happy you found something.
Well, $50. I want you to have to look.
That's not too bad. How about 15, 7, and 4? 26.
27. How's that?
The total's at 154. We do 6 on this.
Yeah.
160.
600.
There we go. 600 it is.
Just mix up the numbers in your head and it works out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Thank you again.
Oh, yeah.
Always fun. Until next time. $160. Let's go. So $160 all in on all of these games. Probably about 30% off of what it was originally marked. This is all high demand, fast moving stuff, so it should lead to some good and quick profit. We've been hanging with Joel from Media Glitch.
What's up? Thank you for having me. That was fun.
Dude. It was a good time. So he's got a YouTube channel.
I do.
And you gotta go check it out. Subscribe. We're gonna link it down below. Show the man some love. Makes a lot of gaming content and is a great dude. You won't regret it. Thanks for hanging with us, brother.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Go check out Media Glitch. Appreciate your support.
Bart'll do.